Ta-da! New Ulm. There we go. I just happened to be standing in front of it, too, so you couldn't even really see it. 10.4 inches there, just to southwest of Minneapolis. Maple Bluff, 6.5, up towards Green Bay. And then the Mitten of Michigan. Tevin had never known about the Mitten of Michigan, so this is why we like to point stuff out. Even though you might know it, there might be somebody else that doesn't. And even though you might think something is simple, we still like to point it out because there's different people tuning in and learning stuff every day. So there you go, the Mitten of Michigan, and also the UP of Michigan, which looks like either a bunny rabbit or a snowmobile. I've heard both there. That snows. They're Upers, right?
Yes, Upers.
And then the Upers call the people that live in Lower Michigan. This is not my words. They call them trolls because they live under the bridge type of a thing. That is not me. One of our old producers, her name was Susie. She's from Michigan, and she taught me all about the UP and trolls and all that sort of stuff. And
rabbits.
The whole thing. All right, so I'm just spreading her knowledge for everyone. She's back in Michigan now. She's not a producer anymore. She was great. All right. I digress. Snow into the northeast, but what happens is you get snow and then it switches over to rain. And so there's that warm air coming in. A place like Syracuse, you're like, no, Abrams, we're socked in it. We're going to stay snow. Not so fast. You have a warm front that's coming through, so that means that you are going to be switching over. Everyone will. I mean, it is going all the way from State College up towards Syracuse. It's going to eat away at all of that snow. So what does that mean for ski season up here? I mean, not ideal. Jim would know the best of anyone.
If you are skiing today.
And who won't, who has a likelihood of getting it. Now, as we look at the GFS, as we always say, likes to overdo it a little. Like, you know your friend who everything is drama? That's basically the GFS.
Analogy. Oh, my God, that's a great analogy. However, the GFS ensemble and the European ensemble are actually pretty good in talking about snow for Appalachia and snow for the coastal plain. Not much.
No.
So let's talk about what goes into snow.
Okay, so we're going to have a little checklist for you, and we're going to go through it here. First, moisture, right? You obviously need moisture in order to get snow. Now, we have a lot of moisture right now. It's nice and real juicy here, but it's warm, right? So that's not so good for this.
Right.
Now, this comes in really as we head into our Friday, like Thursday night into Friday.
It's Thursday night, really early Friday morning. There will be a cold front that slips all the way south, heck,
Look at this
into
at midnight.
Charleston.
We've got moisture.
I did,
there you go, yeah. We have moisture, Jim. Midnight, there is some there. It's not loads, but we have some.
The big question is how deep is the cold air, right? And so you got to go to the source. So we got moisture, we got cold air, we got both of these, but how much cold air do we have?
Right.
That's the big question. There's the center of the high. I don't like this for a snow event in North Carolina, but this is a big high, all right? And it's an Arctic high. So there will be some of this, and you saw the isobars kind of leaning over this way.
So again, Friday morning, though this will be finished by like the 7 a.m. hour, but these are our temperatures. You notice Raleigh, I mean, even Wilmington at 32 degrees. I mean, it is cold enough and there is moisture.
Right, so it is deepening as the event is going on.
Yes.
So that means you'll have more than likely a precip type change during the event, but let's talk about where we start on Thursday morning at 4 a.m., all right?
So this is all cold 32 degrees, right? And this is above 32 degrees, so the south of it. So watch that line, because again, this is coming in overnight Thursday into early Friday morning.
So yeah, you're dealing with rain, obviously warmer air over the cold air. At the same time, the cold air is deepening. This just shows you here above freezing. It's going to have to snow like crazy, which it could, because we're going to watch the wave actually start developing here as it moves east of Hatteras and Wilmington. So do we get a burst of snow?
It's possible.
Along and east of I-95 that gives us accumulation. It's absolutely possible.
Notice the time, though,
and this is how you get these events. They don't look that awesome until the event's happening.
But notice by 7 a.m. when everyone's out, it's finished. You know, and the second that sun rises, you're going to melt away at all that snow. So what is our confidence here, you know, with this?
Sure. And the timing's good for overnight, right?
All right.
Forecast confidence, I'll let you tackle that one.
You know, it's low for getting 2 or more inches, but we're not even, who cares about how much? Even if it's a ½ inch, it's still fun to get.
Absolutely. If you're a kid in Wilmington or Riceville Beach or Mayor Joe Benson there, the mayor of Carolina Beach, you're going to be pretty jacked.